Lips are frozen, hands are not. My heart is alive, beating a song. Need to hold on. Can you still feel my heart's beat? Can you still feel my heartbeat? Faster every time I see you.
Hello. Sorry about that little wait. The usual technical issues. How are you all today? What up? I reckon Ninja, Dance Gameplay, Isaac. How's it all going? Everything seems right now. Thought the music sounded a bit glitchy at the start as well. Et voila. Just chilling, nice. Someone had said the new season of Rainbow Six started Ninja. Is that true? Why you disarm the mouse? How do you mean, dude? I had to try and find this. That's what was taking me so long. Then I had to try and bury it and dig it out from all my other mice, like buried in like a attic bit. New season started yesterday. Okay, nice. Lowe's having some net connections, so he might be on Friday. We'll see. I might play with my alt instead. Cheers for the follow. There's no way I can pronounce that name, but thank you very much. Cheers the follow, man. You lost 2 placements, but you're already ranking, are you, Ninja? But today we're going to be weight reducing the KPU here from Roccat. I reviewed it already. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. Used to have some latency issues originally when we tested it, but now it's pretty good. We're going to do the weight reduction, but keeping it looking stock, and changing for paracord and changing the skates. And then after that, I've also got a G Pro wireless I need to mod, and then also a S2 depending on what time it is. We're having a bit more lighter mods. G Pro's having a stage 1, some switches, stage 2, and the S2's just having some switch replacement and a power cord. Hey, radioactive, how you doing, man? Welcome back, sir. Hey, Aaron, you replaced the stock with the Khalif. I don't know, I've done a video on it. Have a look. The Khalifs came in about the same as the stock on ROMs, and the TTC Golds were the heavy ones that I saw, really. So. We've done a teardown of the Roccat if you're interested, but today we're going to be getting a bit of a weight reduction. Pretty light anyway, like what, 66 grams there? Not bad. Oh, we give all the mice some love here, Ninja. Give the old EC1 a bit of love of the week, didn't we? Just finished editing the teardown video on that. Took me a while. Oh yeah, it's light. This thing's cool, man. When you open it up, we've got a cool internal honeycomb design. We've done a really good job here, Roccat, on lightening this one up. So it doesn't look like it's been weight reduced, but it has. Like, it's pretty light anyway, man. 66 grams, puts it in line with the Model D already, without any holes. So, light, man. Well, people say they don't like the buttons on these, but I like them. Four wheels, pretty good. It's a little bit stiff maybe, but nice, man. Not bad. Cable definitely needs changing on the Roccat. KPU here, that's one of the things that lets it down. How can you like it if you like the 403, mate? This is like a super light 403. I also like the thumb position on these, I don't know if you've seen it. See how it's like curved in? Like fits your thumb like so nicely. Mine's a 18 by 9 centimeter hand. It might be a bit small for you, mate, but yeah, the thumb bit's good, man. This bit here is probably one of the nicest ones I've felt for your thumb. Shape-wise, it fits perfectly on mine, like the back of it. Opposite Dragon, it's a nice one. Just get the old, actually I don't need it. We can get the hair dryer, but we don't need it today because we're just going to peel them off. You don't need the toolbox, one sec. Just started to rain, man. Been some thunder and lightning, so we'll see what we get. I normally I'd hair dry these off, but today they're not going back on it, so come off. What's good about the KPU? I know there's 2 screws at the bottom here. I think there's 4. I thought there wasn't any at the top, but I think there is. Remember rightly? Yeah, there you go. This is how I was looking at today. You see one that has one screw on the bottom, so you can get the feet off quite easily. Focus, damn it! And one of the best focuses in the game. Really? I mean... Maybe if I focuses on. There we go. You've got 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, so if you're going to change the power cord, you are going to have to change the skates. Or at least take them off. I'll probably weigh everything today as well, just because we're going to be doing a weight reduction on it, so we want to make sure we understand the difference. Watch my tear down, pretty sure I put all the weights in that, but can't remember, it's been a while since I did that video, so. Always good to see the difference. Getting an old magnetic tray now. One of the other things you want to check. The thickness of the feet as well. They're quite thin at 0.6 mil. Similar to Zowie skates, yeah, they're not far off, mate. A little bit thinner. Same. They're yeah, they're similar. The rear one definitely is, and the front one's probably a little bit more square, but yeah, it's not far off, is it? Let's see if the core pads, I'll remember that, how thick these are. These feel instantly a bit thicker. This is a real one. Yeah. Like 1 mil. A little bit thicker. Well, nearly twice as thick. So, hopefully it doesn't mess around with the LOD, it shouldn't do, but half a mil is quite a bit. Able to wear longer, right? This thing's built well though. The Roccat have done a good job on this mouse, building it. My earlier review, it had some latency issues in the prototype that I had, but this one's been fine. We retested it, if you remember. It's now been good. Hey Fabio, how you doing, man? Just did my MM710. Pads and lizard skins, nice man. I found the lizard skins on the MM710. Did you put them across all the holes? Is that what you were trying to do? Do you know of any feet companies that are making control feet? I don't know really. Most of them tend to go for speed. So none of them specifically saying there for control. Base in this one's a little bit trickier to get out because it's kind of, it sits inside the shell, you see. You can tell, but the shell is flush like at the bottom. So you basically have to wriggle it and it drops out. Oops. So one of the problems with the KPU, see how bunched up the front is for the cable. It's an easy power cable swap, power cord swap, right? It's crushed right into the front there. Do that. Hot lines, it just depends on the mouse rules, I think, personally. Like, I've seen tigers be slower for control, I've seen hotlines be slower, I've seen Corepads be slower. I tend to just be a bit more consistent with speed, maybe across every single mouse, but it just depends on the mouse. Also depends on your pad. Okay, just where you grip them, basically, Fabio. Fair enough. So you have a TTC gold switch here on the top, and then you got the 50mm on ROMs. You've got an RT on it, which means for Roccat, I think, if I remember right. I remember now. Excuse me, and then we got an Alps encoder for the scroll wheel. Yeah, the GSRs tend to be slow, or control. This weird honeycomb, you see, it's quite cool, designed by Roccat. We'll take it apart, and we'll do a weight reduction. Put it back. This one's going to be subtle. And 66 grams is pretty light, so it'll be interesting to see what else we get out of it. We might get it below 60. That'll be a good one for this one, I'd say. I'm surprised we get it much lower than that, but you never know. If we get it down to 50 grams, it'll be pretty good, which is where they generally go. Ah, a little harsh, there we go. We're in sync, something like that. I'm expecting to get below 60, I'll be happy with it. We came in then at 66 grams. Probably going to be more like 55, maybe. Then you get these little baby TTCs that I've never seen other than on this. Well, gone to the mice, but you can't buy them. These little TTC ones, like flat, like the on-runs. Because it'd be cool, you could switch out those for the cheaper wireless ones. Although actually you can't, because they're bottom soldered, so you can't switch them out. And then they use TTCs on the sides as well. So I've already done a teardown of this, but today we'll weigh every bit just for this video. A lot of mice manufacturers seem to be using flip boards, some of these, to get the height in the mouse, especially the Yogo. Good measurement today. Yeah, you have to post it on Twitter, Fabio. Put it on Twitter and then link me and do. Or my Discord channel, which is this one. Put it in Discord would be better. There you go. Pop it on Discord. Squeaky button there, mate. Good. Use a bit of like lubricant on it or something, mate. Like, you know, like my switch grease or something might help it. Be careful on the clips in here not to split them. About that sec. Try and ping off the rear cover. You would have thought really took this apart. So, I mean, mice you take apart, you forget how they work. There's two clips here you can ping off, and there's two further ones. Splits the shell. So they've got like a dual shell, a bit like Zowie. My part, man. Focus. German engineering sturdy. Yeah, this one's built one, man. Good mouse. I always wondered if Roccat were thinking about drilling the buttons, or they just took a bit of weight out of the shell there. Because this is still quite thick, this shell. They've done really well at reducing the weight there. 1.8mm thick-ish. On a bit of a curve, so. 2.5 on the back. So that will be staying stock. I just like the coating they've used on this. So nice, this white coating. So they've already done quite a good job at reducing the weight on this. What could be the reason? I don't know, mate. Sometimes just get a bit dry and a bit squeaky there, bracket. No reason, dude. Which switch did you change it for? I'll have to get his buttons out. I'm pretty sure you push these two clips there. It hangs out, but. There we go. On the top a little bit. So we're going to be doing this, and then G Pro stage 1, stage 2, and then Zowie S2 as well. Just going to put some switches on it. So the G Pro's on the stage 1 and 2, so weight reduction. The Zowie's having switch replacement. The screw was loose. Shouldn't really cause it to squeak. Is it the mouse that's squeaking, or is it the button, dude? Or is it the switch? Like it's a switch. Shouldn't be the screw, I don't think. Unless you mean the screw within the. You mean the screw that holds. Neighbours. You mean the screw that holds the button down on the. Onto the shell, you mean? Cool, Fabio, just seeing that. I'll have a look when I come off, man. Side buttons are just pinned on with these like little, I guess, posts. Pushing them on, easy enough to get off. Thunder's on its way, again. Thundering last night. We didn't change that. M1 and M2 Ruben could be. Maybe maybe Ninja. Just crack it. I mean the side of the button can sometimes run well on like the side of the shell. Like here, like against the side of the shell. But if it's stock, you shouldn't have that issue, mate, unless you didn't put it on straight or something when you put it back. Could take it off and reset it. There's a shell. They're quite heavy shell, 22 grams, isn't it? So this has got a tighten click, but just using Omron 50 million, so I don't know what the tighten bit is about. It's got a nice scroll wheel. I always like the scroll wheel. A lot of the main manufacturers use the these are different screws. These are 50 million Omrons. They must be making a mint Omron. Okay, nothing went above. Is it at if you can take it out again, I'd take the take the buttons off the switch and press the switch and see whether you get a squeaky switch. If not, then at least you know it's something to do with the button. So you got 2 screws next to the scroll wheel, 1 on the rear of the PCB, and then 2 more either side here, and that should drop the PCB out. We did a weight reduction on the Viper. It took quite a lot to get some weight out of the Viper, so interesting what this is going to be like, whether we're going to get some weight out of it or not much. Never been a fan of that like double stacking switches and stuff, but the only part I've seen that's probably weak on the KPU is this mount point for the cable. I get why they've done it because it's at the front. Definitely have to trail the whole cable, and they save weight on cable as well within the mouse, but I don't know. It's a bit the word. It's going to damage the cable's eventually going to snap, I think. That'd be my guess. You can always move the button left and right, mate. They all do that. Even the ones with the firm shell, even this one will do it with the whole one piece. So. Some of them are just a little bit more than others. Like the Model O was one that had a problem with that early on, and the MM710 did, but not anymore. Cool scroll wheel, that. Heavy though. Oh, maybe not. 2.3? Probably normal. I always put my thumb just a little bit, so I just did it off camera. When you pull these out, put your finger between the component on the PCB, you see that? And the cable, and pull it so you don't rip it off the PCB. Always crack it. Hope that helped you disassemble your mouse, man. Just see with the switch. You can see the switch is squeaky, but they're not usually. So it might be something rubbing like Ninja says, mate. Heavyish cable, but 10 grams lighter than others. So got a little bit of flex in this cable, but it's not the best. I'd definitely. There's one mod you makes the KPU. It's change the cable. Something like this. Much better power cords. One of the best upgrades you can make. Combined with the weight reduction. Epic. So I think I tried to split this one before, and the last one I couldn't do it. You can see how it pushes into the pins here, this platform. We don't need to take it out, but be able to set that off. You're going to have to, or you're going to do the encoder, you're going to have to take this off basically. Anyway, you can desolder it. So, what do you want? Or when you come before I could do that. Oh, didn't get it. You have to come around then. Be a bit of noise while my missus moves all the stuff. Mute you for a sec, 1 sec. You can over tighten the screws, but they're more likely to strip Ninja than anything. I think they make it squeaky. Which optical thing's that, Ninja? You mean the encoder? Is that what you mean? Oh, you mean that? I see. On the sensor. Finished PCB on this one. The bottom half is, but there's only different PCBs. This has got quite a long PCB on the bottom. It's even longer with the button here actually. Not a fan of this double stacking though. Hell no. Hey Minion. No worries, mate. It was 67 grams, mate. But it came in at. Need to weigh the base now. Alright, so I'm waiting here for 10 grams, definitely to take out there. We're going to be in luck. Was it 66 or was it 67, Ninja? I don't know, mate. You could be right and I could be wrong. It was around 66 or 67. So what I've got to be careful of here is I've just noticed this in it. Is it these two posts here? You can see them very clearly. You can see them here. These two here. They go into the base of the encoder, so you don't want to take them out basically. So you want to be careful when making a lot of noise. Apologies. You want to cut around here, but not take out any of these posts because you're gonna have your PCB is gonna wobble if you do that basically. The other problem is you can't take out too much of the base. You can probably drill around here, so we might drill this. Might drill this base a little bit, and here for the pads, get some weight out. Probably not at the top, but the bottom. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get some weight out of this base. They've done a good job. Yeah, that's what holds it. It sits in these posts, keeps it stable. I mean, you could even like if you look at like they did on the Razor Viper's done a similar thing where they've trimmed out some of the plastic on the base. Like you've got these little hexagonal cutouts. When we take some of it out, they probably took quite a bit of it out anyway. 10 grams is probably more at the top. We're just mocking up what we can see here at the minute. We take it apart. It's quite a bit, right? We can trim out all of this stuff, but we can't do it from have to drill around here. That's the plan. And then on here, probably going to take out some of this plastic on the top, take out the rear diffuser, and maybe something out the back bridge because we keep the bar in place, so it keeps the flex on the sides. But we'll probably take out some of this. Again, got to be careful with your DPI mount, button mount. So. Not gonna get much out of this, I don't think. AGB Roccat Kone next. What for weight reduction? I need to review it first. I've got the 202, is it? Wireless one. I need to review it. So I don't do weight reductions until I've reviewed them. Because obviously I don't want to review them after I've chopped it up, but it'll come eventually, mate. Unless people ask for it as much. A lot of people asked for the 403 and 402, hence I did those earlier, so they're older mice, so. Right. get a pen. But this is going to hopefully help me. So it's going to work. Map out the PCB cut. Which is the plan. That's it, that's the KPU broken down. Very easy to break down. What I need to understand is where the pads are. That's like the no cut zone. You got the cane, Mr. Retroball. Nice, man. Haven't tried it yet. Looks good though. Disrespect's using it, isn't he? Hey Dario, how you doing, man? Welcome, sir. 107 grams, damn. I can definitely probably get it lighter. I haven't not tried it yet, but probably take that out. This is kind of like take out all these ridges. I'll probably leave a little bit around there. Just mark it for now to come out. It makes it a bit easier to see what can come out. So we've got to try and obviously keep that until we keep a straight line in place, but we can probably take out quite a bit of the edges there, I think, and then drill right around here and on the other skate. Come on. Cheers Dario for the follow, man. Okay, for the G Pro, yeah, especially if it's an ergo one, mate. The G Pro is a bit of a weird shape, I think. Seems to work for me, but I also think I can trim out. I can definitely trim from here back. Don't go too close, you got to keep that in place. The risk is that you trim too much out, you get a bit of flex on the sides because I've left these pillars in place obviously to keep that from doing that. So I'll probably trim along here rather than cut it out, if that makes sense. And then I'll probably leave a little bit to keep the pillars in place to support. Probably take out that and those on the side there. There ain't much more, like you can trim out. Take out some of this. There ain't much left in there. Like, Roccat done a good job taking the weight out of this, so I think we're gonna get down to about 55 grams. What we're raining now. And we'll take this out, obviously. That's the plan. You can't swap now. Roccat shape forever. Once you find a good mouse, man, I think you should always stay with it. Got the Vulcan keyboard, but I haven't tried it yet as well. I've got all the Dr. Disrespect stuff. I just haven't tried it. Right, begin the weight reduction. This one's going to be a non. Well, you're going to have to take some of the mouse off it, so you can be able to return this one. This isn't like an easy weight reduction. A bit more detrimental. So anything we're going to take out, put in the top left corner. obviously changing the feet, which the core pads are going to be heavier if they're twice the thickness. Bit of a TKL. I'm liking the TKL layout. 60% is too small for me, but 65 upwards, good. Same, we're going to be doing a S2 and a G Pro as well after this. So that's what we're taking out. This is what we're staying. You have to remove the token label, right? I'm doing a lot of ergo minus. A lot of people have been wanting ergo minus modded. Yeah, 65 is a good one, mate. I like the dedicated arrow keys and delete key. That's the only thing that I miss. The rest I can do with it. Wouldn't mind a numeric keypad, but go full size for that. So as long as I've got a function key that allows me to have a formal type of numeric keypad using other keys, that's giant label, isn't it? It's gonna be half a gram. Always a total nightmare to get off. Probably remember because I took this off, I think, on the other one. I can't remember. I did a tear down on it. Excuse me. Way over a bit. See, half a gram there, look at that. Just by the label. Right. Which bit to challenge first? Go for the main shell first. Remind ourselves what it weighs now without that back piece in. 21 grams. It's pretty heavy still. So, what's 22.5 default? Stock weight. This is like tech ASMR. You're not the first person to say that, mate. It's different. I'll give it that. So I use pliers at first, and then we'll use a nail file or a Dremel to remove the rest. These are already pre-cut, right? So I think we can just probably just trim out this pretty easily. Tidy up. Like I said, we're going to keep the support, which is probably where the main weight is. And this is one of the problems you get when people have done a decent job anyway. Like the pack has got a good job as well, weight reduction. Like, it's difficult to get any more out of it. And the Viper's good. Like, Razor's done a good job on that Viper. It's light, but it doesn't like it's got any holes a bit like this. It weighs nothing, right? I reckon it's like 0.2 of a gram. 0.3. We're close. Every bit counts. 80%. Okay, nice, yeah. What keyboard and mouse setup are people using at the minute? We're probably going to have to be a little bit more delicate on this one because we just need to make sure we're not trimming too much, destroying the integrity. There's only a few mice that feel solid after weight reduction, like in terms of like manufacturing weight reductions. Roccat's one of them, Razor's another. Cooler Masters 710 is good as well, or 711, whichever one you want to get. Tidy up a bit, but get the idea of what we're doing. Trimming out anything that's like an overhang of plastic where Roccat's left in, because it's still solid. And you got the TKL Logitech G, nice. Not the new one, you got the larger one, the thicker one, not the thin one. I'm trying to get the thin one. I'll order it yet. But I've got a lot like 20 keyboards to get through. I need to get through my Ducky Mini 2 Mini as well. Need to review that. But in 9 months, keep saying every stream. I've probably got another 5. No, I think about 20 in the cupboard actually. It's not ridiculous. I've not touched. Let's see if we can get away without leaving a little bit of plastic here to keep the semi-structure of the skeleton shell. Good weight for mouse, GB? I reckon 60 or 70. 55 to 70 I'd say is a good weight actually. I generally don't like going below 55 on myself, although a few mice have surprised me. But I think below 55 it starts to get a bit twitchy. Like your hand can influence it so much, like if you've got a bit of a shaky hand, like the mouse is a lot more responsive to that. Where's the Black Widow? I like the Black Widow, mate. Fan of the Black Widow. Been using that for a long time. Either Lycosa and then a Black Widow. I generally use a gamepad for gaming. I use the old Weaver for gaming, for peeking and stuff. It's a lot easier. Be careful that post. What was it? 21, maybe 22 to start. You like, is irritating? Yeah, can be. I think 60 is good. My G Pro is 60. I like it. That's probably about my favourite weight. Like, it's not too light. It's got a little bit of heaviness still with it, but it's not twitchy. We can trim a bit more at the back here, Alex. We've just got to make sure we keep these clips. We'll probably go just inside it like that. This is going to be like, stomp myself the fingers. This is going to be a bit more of a take a little bit at a time mod. So you're going to do this yourself. You have to have some patience. You agree, medium 55, 65? Yeah, I think so. That's a sweet spot, mate. It's light, but it's not too twitchy. I don't hate heavy mice, right? But I'm definitely liking lighter mice at the minute. I think as technology's come along, they're getting better. Is it going to make your aim better? I doubt it. It certainly makes moving the mouse around a bit quicker. You know, strengthen your wrist. Trim out the rear here a little bit. We're going to take this bridge out, this divider. We don't need that. Just plastic across the back here is strong enough. By divider. I'm just going to cut the supports. My mice weighs double of that. Hey, if you're used to it, mate, that's fine. You have to try one. If you can get older one to try it. See what you think. But it might not work for you, right? It's all about personal preference. I've been using 100 and 110 gram mice for a long time. So. I like the MM65 for a while. Didn't put the extra weight in it, mind, but weird shape. Heavy. I liked it. Used to quite well unplug with that. Probably should have modded it. Bit by bit, we'll take you apart, Roccat. This is why you're looking forward to the weight reduction. Got to do a I need to do a wireless review of them, like the AMI 202 versus G Pro versus Ultimate Viper and Corsair, and I can't remember which one. See which is the best latency wise, and like compare them for people, and then I'll do a weight reduction after we modded it. But I think we can also take out this bit that marks. Just don't go too far, and you just want to keep these clips. There's going to be much more of this left. Careful when bending it. You got fatigue the other side. I'm so ready to void my warranty. You eat me, they'll never notice. Right? Send this back to Roccat, they won't notice. No, this is stock, mate, don't worry about it. It just came like that. Honest go. Hopefully we get much more out of this top shell. Oops. Bit on the other side, isn't it? Certainly there's more latency factors, you're right there, mate. I agree. Bigger things in the world that will cause us problems. Everything's a factor, right? Look at all these little front pieces. When you're gaming, it's not just the mouse that's gonna, you know, that extra 10 milliseconds on your mouse isn't gonna cause you a big problem, I don't think, like you say. Servers, or there's internet lag, or which is all variables you're adding in. Yeah, $20 mouse. Got a few clones that are pretty good, to be fair. There's always a compromise. I don't know, they declare 1 millisecond input lag, but I don't believe it. I think it's more. Say the switch is 1 millisecond. They probably are in a lab, right? Everyone's PC is going to be different. Like where your USB port is and stuff like that. Like switch also, like your switch might be 1 millisecond, but the movement from the switch down to the pre-travel and the buttons can be a bit more, be a couple of milliseconds. Never mind the human factor. Right? So we just trimmed out these front bits, and that's probably all we're going to get out of this, right? Unless anyone else can spot anything they fancy looking at. I don't think we get much more without making it too much. We want to keep it looking stock, remember, so and that's all the plastic out of it. Probably 20 grams. What do we reckon? Took 2 grams out of it. Yeah, 20 grams. That's alright. Looks pretty good. It was either 66 or 67 grams. Just trying to remember. What's your OS? I'm still using Windows 10, mate. So I haven't used the Revolution one on. Guys were bringing me towards chat about on Discord. Might do. I'm going to build a 3950 because I'm fed up with that 900k, so should probably look at doing that. Getting a better latency with the new OS. Might do that. Probably is the most popular one for G Pro Wireless in the CSGO scene, but it's probably more to do with the sponsorship, I would say. Don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Time to do the base. Oh, just plug my drill in one sec. Revy, that's the one, mate. I do plan to try it. Building my OS means I've got to change a lot of stuff, so. But I need to change my PCs over, so well, I'm just going to delid an 8700K first. Yeah, every little bit counts. Bogdan, that's right, mate. It's not just one thing that's going to help you, right? You've got to change everything to get the latency down. Every bit in your system, OS included. The mouse isn't going to be the only factor, like you say. Yeah, they're getting sponsored by Logitech, picking the cheaper, aren't they? Or with the other mice, they had like a 703 or anything like that. But the wireless, right? It's good. Got a better sensor. Yeah, I agree. The wireless makes a big difference. Definitely. I prefer it over Paracord any day. Shape's still key though. I'm just going to tidy up the inside of this shell a little bit with this drill, and then we'll move on to the base. Cool. People complain I have low sense. I wouldn't say the XM1's at the lowest input lag. It might be the M1K. That's got quite a lot of low input lag, but all right. Or over the Viper Ultimate. M1K, I think, mate. But we're all close. All the tests I've done, depending on different input lags, and I've got a new one coming as well, which hopefully will make it a bit easier. All the tests I've done, like games, human benchmark, button, what's the other one? Blood PK, latency test. They're all giving different results, right? Which is why I give an average overall. But I think the M1K is the average over all the different tests. That seems to be the lowest latency. Certainly wins in a lot of the bus button speed test, especially on the left mouse button. It's definitely the quickest at the minute. Nothing can beat it. Teardown's coming next week of the M1K Gluty TV, and we're also going to be doing a weight reduction on it, mate. It weighs 24 grams, so when I'm ready, got down to 16, so we're going to see who can beat that. Biggest customers play with palm, could be right. Never seen the interesting to do a poll to see what grips people are using and which is the most popular. I think I've ever seen like statistics on that. Be interesting to see. Maybe Reddit did one, mouse Reddit review what it is. If you want to check out some of the latency tests, check out my website. There's a few graphs on there and stuff. Like comparison or something like that, I think it's under. I need to put some more data into it, but it's coming. What's that? The M1K isn't usably practically because it doesn't have side buttons. Doesn't mean you need side buttons and a scroll wheel, right, to be practical. I used to play originally with a mouse that didn't have scroll wheel or side buttons. It's just modern mice now have them, mate. You can still use it. It's still practical, you can still use it. Depends on your grip and what buttons you want. You can always use key bindings on a keyboard from instead. Yeah, Fortnite's essential, right? So it's going to depend on the game, what grip, what button combination you need. But it's not essential in terms of you can play a game without it, right? It just depends on your game. Fortnite needs a lot of key bindings. So. Could you use foot pedals? I've seen people use foot pedals for Fortnite. Use it for muting Discord Union. I say everyone's got these different key binding setups, right? Mine's totally different. I play with a keypad, not a keyboard, because it's got better key combinations, easier to reach. Hold down more keys at once. Easier on your wrist. Kane is like a neutral EC2 upgrade. Okay. If you want a wireless EC2, is that what you're saying, Retro bar, sorry. You certainly can link your foot pedals, mate. I use them for Discord. They're on Amazon, like 20 quid for a set of USB ones. Software's a bit naff, but works. I'm sure Dr. Disrespect used them once, can't remember, but you can definitely get them. I use them. Good, man. What I should do is link him so I can peek left and right. That'd be good on your feet, but I might try it. We'll see. Everyone knows the budget for 3 mice. Yeah, I can understand that. They're expensive, man. What we are going to do is we're just going to trim this bottom part out as well. Make sure we can do it as long as we keep these clips in place, we should be good. Yeah, I use the old Weaver in Rainbow Six, mate. I use it all the time, to be fair. It's really good. I can peek with my thumb, and I can still strafe left to right, go forwards, backwards, and I can use my thumb to peek. Good. Wish more people would make a mouse out of carbon fiber, mate. That's what I liked about the M1K. Good. It is light, definitely. At 20, it's 24 grams, I think. Can't remember now. I use the stick to lean. That's right, mate. Some people use it for moving around in Fortnite. I need to do a video on it, but I use the stick for leaning. Basically, my thumb to lean, which people use Control and Space to do, or C and V and stuff. So I just use my thumb, different position. I think I was muted then, my bad. Was it telling you? So the M1K does have for some wobble. And I do touch my palm at the back a little bit as well. But I wonder what I'm pointing at. And that's the most we're going to get out of the KPU. On the rear here, on this main shell, we've got the base to do. We've trimmed out all the edges here. Trimmed out the back as much as I can. I've kept the clip points, you got to make sure you keep them. We kept the DPI point. But very much more without going into the sides, which we're not going to do. No siree. Hopefully it's below 19 now. That's what I'm looking for. No, just 19. Okay, I can live with that. 19's good. I'm going to wonder if we can get a little bit more out of it. I don't really see it though. Could draw the front a little bit, but that's probably as much as you get. Still sturdy. You play Quake? Okay. A lot of people still play Quake. I used to play Quake years ago. I used to love that in Unreal Tournament. Alright, seen a bit ninja. Catching a bit, man. Okay, you reduced your sense, did you? Because you were, overshooting. It does make a difference, doesn't it? Like, lighting them up. It definitely messes with your aim. It's not like you can keep the same sense and then just switch the weight out. You have to tweak it. Which is why you watch me doing, when I'm doing my videos for Kovac and stuff to show when I'm reviewing the mice. Each one's different because it's different weight or different cable or different time of day because maybe I'm a bit more tired. So definitely makes a difference. And when I'm playing with different mice in Rainbow Six, it makes it even harder for me. Do you want me to try the Ponage on my stream on Friday? Might try it. Ponage Ultimate Custom. Do you want me to bring it out? Give it a whirl in Rainbow Six on Friday? Yeah, it's a quick game though, isn't it? Wait, you want a lot of speed, baby. Right, let's draw out some space. You've been playing Quink since 1998? Yeah, probably the same, mate. I haven't played it for a long time, but I used to love it. I went back to it a few years ago to see what it was like, the original arena. Mint. So fast, that game. But it's like Unreal Tournament as well. From a scientific point, smart assery is annoying. Who's that to, GB? GB. Just because it's standard doesn't mean it's good. True. It's all personal preference, right? That's what I say. Just because something works for someone doesn't mean it works for you. Do I plan to do Lucio? Do I plan to do Logitech G900? Maybe. A lot of people asking for the 903. You're right, some people perform differently with different mice. Everyone's got their own preference. Good old ball mouse, baby. I still miss cleaning the little rollers on the ball mice minion. But I miss man. I left that little post in, if you can see that. The little post I've left it there, and there's one there. It's called the PCB, so I'll probably leave that on that screw point. I don't know, I might take that out actually. Screw points for that rear mounting point. Actually, I might leave that. So what I'll do is I'll take the side piece out, but I'll leave the screw point to give it a bit of rear support to the PCB. And I'm probably going to leave a strip down here just so it keeps the plastic in place. Always GB. And the question is, though, where's the scientific evidence to prove lower weight's best? I want to see some, definitely. I mean, you're right, you have to apply force in the opposite direction. But you also need something to stop that inertia, right? So what people find is you overshoot because you can't, there's nothing stopping you. So when they become too light, there's nothing stopping the movement. So you've got to find a fine balance between how much force you move the mouse and where that inertia stops, whether it's the skates, the pad, your wrist itself, or just the weight of your hand. That's what you have to find, but it's not just the weight of the mouse, right? Also, speed is not always necessarily best, right? More speed, less control. What generally people think. Yeah, true. You can try and control it with the beat and a bit more kinetic friction. True. But it's all about balancing it, right? It's weight, friction, and inertia. How much can you push it? All about finding that right balance. Yeah. It's all finding which one we like, though. That's the hard bit, right? Which one do we all like? Because I always find when a new mouse comes out, I'm always wondering whether I'm missing out, and that's one of the good things I get. I get to test them all, but I buy them all to test them. But kind of what we got to be into it, because I always thought I was missing out, but I haven't really. Been on my G Pro for 2 years. So. I'd like to put together a list of the best combination of inertia, friction, and I guess weight, but I don't think there's a an answer that people like. We could try and make an average though. What I mean by making an average as well is that we could all put in our data of what we prefer into some form of spreadsheet or something, and then we could understand and use that as a baseline. So we could find an average in there that most people could aim for, because it'd even out all our different sort of opinions. Some of us might like 20 gram mice, some of us might like 150 gram mice, but we might see some kind of pattern maybe, I don't know. Like I said before, my favourite's probably 60, 55 to 70 is my ideal weight around there. Maybe it's 65, 55, don't know yet. Push one, please. True, the more friction, the more you need to pull, but then the lighter the mouse, the less friction it applies, the less you have to pull. So it evens out. So if you've got a heavy mouse and high friction, then it's going to be heavy to move, it's going to be hard to move. But if you have a light mouse and it doesn't apply the same friction, it applies less friction because of the weight. One of the things people have asked me to do is apply weight to the mice when I'm testing them on the glide test, because you need to put the weight down on the mouse to apply the friction. Therefore you get more of an even test. But my question back to that was, well, what weight do we apply? We all apply different weight because we all have different hand sizes, different weight. We apply our own pressure as well, so difficult to work it, right? Where's the average weight? So I'm going to try and do it, but we have to work out what that average is, and then we can do that on every mouse. Another little post here, so we're going to leave that because it'll put pressure on the right hand side of the PCB here. Supports in this corner, so when we're pushing the scroll wheel we don't want it to flex. You okay, Kev? Science boys. All about science, retrobrow. I always like a bit of data, man. Data helps us prove the theory, for sure. Yep, grip affects how much pressure you apply, that's right. Agreed. Cheers, Bean Lover, for the follow. 425. Thank you, man. We have a modded, done the mod in the XM1. Not yet, took it apart, but need to potentially. I think it'll be a while, so I don't know, but I'm about to do the Model O G305 mod. Got the, I showed this yesterday, the journalized base I printed. I just need to do that one, that's going to be next week. So next week, I'm going to be doing the M1K weight reduction and the Model O G305 wireless mod. And then I might do an FK. That's the plan. I'm just checking the edges now, make sure it's not too rough. A little bit more work. Now the question is, can anyone remember what it weighed? The song? It's called Getting Started. The Fallen, maybe? Need to find out. Can't tell. Good though. I'll flick it back onto it, announced it in chat. I took it off, spamming, but put it back. Hey, what up, Dr. Father? How you doing, mate? Oh, you don't have a sword and iron about good. Yeah, rookie, mate. Come on. If you're watching this channel, you've got to have one, right? That's part of the initiation. So when you're trimming out this much on the base, some people keep asking me like, will it catch on the cloth? And I'm like, well, the pads lift it up, right? Skates. So it should be fine. And when you apply a lot of pressure, it shouldn't still catch. But if you're using a really, really soft cloth, it might. But that'd be the only risk. But you shouldn't really be pushing that much weight down in the first place. Alright, cheers GB, cheers dropping by, man. Catch you later, man. Oh yeah, nice cool paracord and sword now, and that looks sick, man. I think we're done pretty much. We're looking pretty good. Pretty drilled out. What do you reckon it weighs? I think it was 10 grams. I'm gonna go with 6. What? Maybe it was 11 then. It was like we took more than 3 grams out of it. I always think that, and then when we put it back together, it's always a lot less than I expected it to be. Like it's lighter than I expected it to be, so we'll see. Right, let me just tidy my desk up a bit. Got a very, very tight front, hasn't it? Where the cable connects. Oh. Like at the port here on the PCB, it's super pushed up against the front, so it is difficult. Like the Kone Pure Skeleton Edition, isn't it? This is the skeleton KPUS. Very much left in this when we finish doing this. Right, let me just move stuff around to way to reduce it. Get a picture here to be fine. We'll take some pickies now. So we'll leave them on the side this time. It's not as messy as some of them have been. The left side is going to show what we've taken out of it. Try and tidy a bit more around the desk. I like the Kone Pure Skeleton Edition. Might call it that. I have to take that from you, mate. Good name. It's absolutely everywhere, these bits. I thought I'd get away without putting some cardboard up today, which normally used to stop flying everywhere. Mistake. What's everyone's estimate of what it's going to weigh when we put it back together? It was 60. Let's go 67 that it started at. I'm going to go with. I think we're going to get down to 55, which will be light, right? That's light, 55 grams, especially for its size. and it's still going to look stock. Could be the lights when we've done that stock. Right. After this, we're going to be doing a Jeeper wireless and a S2 as well. Not doing a weight reduction on the S2, but we're going to do a weight reduction on the Jeeper. Stage 1 and stage 2. And the idea of this is to keep it looking good, man. That's exactly what it's for, mate. Oh, clickbait, even the naming, I like it, yeah, okay. For the, I use it clickbait for the thumbnail, good one, man. Not clickbait, right? It is a skeleton edition. Trying to find the base. Here we did. I mean, technically, it is the skeleton edition. Another piggy, was it? These are all for you Reddit lovers on my website as well. So this info will go on there. I'll put all the weights down for each bit as well. If anyone else wants to do it without having to watch the video, you can just check the pickies, see what you can get down to, decide what you want to chop out. Right, I guess we're going to piece it back together. An exciting bit. I guess we get to see what it weighs. I'm definitely going to go with 55 grams. Probably get away with one screw. Leave the back one off, but I'm going to put 2 in it. Is it waterproof? People ask me. No, it's not. Right. Negative. We'll leave this side out there. We are going to pin in. I definitely pin the scroll wheel on it for the encoder. Use these longer ones, slightly thicker. As always, I have not put the scroll wheel in first. Oh, every time. Always. 56. Alright, mate, alright. You've been away, so I've gone 55. So you're always like 1 gram ahead, mate. You know what I mean? I bet you win. But you get it right. It's like 55.8. Put the encoder back in. Thought maybe we could just pick the front up, but nope. Being lazy, Bob. You put your scroll wheel in place? 57. Don't know if I haven't got any faith in me, mate. I think anything up to 60 is going to be a bit of a disappointment. Because you've only took 6 grams out of it. I guess you still 10 grams is good. I think 10 grams you start to I think 10 grams you start to feel the weight difference. That's where I think the weight difference comes in, right? $56.5. Knew it. I hope it's sub 55 now, that's it. I think some fair if I don't win. 55.6. Oh man. I'm thinking I should have put Paracord in first. So we're just gonna put it in for fitting now, and then we'll come back and finish it off. Just for weight. Could wait without it, but it would be fair because we weighed it with the cable on. Oh, good news, we get the clips in. Remember, the idea is to keep them looking stock. We're missing a screw hole here, but that's fine. You need one for the side buttons, should be okay. Something nice about mice button click. I don't know what it is. What it is. Let's go back and stand a little bit more on the back for the fit. No, it's okay, I think. I'm just being picky, but maybe trim it a little bit in a minute. You do the power cord. We won't connect it because we're just going to test it for weight in a minute. Remagnetize the old screwdriver. Same, we'll put the old feet on it as well. And the core pads are going to be heavier, but we'll put them on the end because we don't want to take them on and off. Ooh. Here we go. Here we go. Don't fail me. Come on, 55. 57. Holy moly. Ninja's right with your adjustment there, mate. Probably a little bit heavy with the feet. I feel like we can get more out of it now. Like 59 with his feet, see? Gives you a good job, Roccat's done on this. I feel like we're going to have to drill around here now on the skates. And we have to do a bit more work. Okay, some more of the base we can take out. Yes, he guessed it right. Damn it. He's been watching too many of these videos, that's what it is. First I've been right. I'm not saying anything, mate. Okay. Thought we can get some more out of the base. I don't feel like I got as much as I expected out of it. So we're revisiting the base. $7.8. Play 0 first, right? I'll trim some more out of it. You take a lot of weight out of the base. You don't generally apply a lot of pressure on it. So a lot of people were picking on something. A lot of people were picking on like the Scroll Mini for like having a flexible base, right? But you don't ever put any pressure on it. So I understand why they've done it. It's not like when you're applying the pressure down the mouse, it applies to the sides, not the middle bit. So I'm gonna go around now, trim all these bits off. I probably should have done it, actually. Forgot. I'm gonna keep a few of them in like the struts here. We'll keep. Might get down to 7 grams. This is why these pliers are good from this 3D printer. Good at just trimming out bits like this. Nice and flush to the board. You can also trim out one of these corner points because we're only putting 2 screws back in. A bit more weight. There'll be much left of this base when we're finished. Like the sensor for the pair of skates. Deciding which ones I want to take out. Take this one out. I'm after a gram. What I want. I like to be 6.8 grams when we finish. The way I felt like we've worked for it. It's getting to painting 3D bases. I think of an Ergo mouse that's sub 60 grams. The Model D 68, isn't it? 67, 68? Anyone think of one? That's not been modded. Talking stock here, boys. What I'm doing is trimming it out. Take out some of this at the front. I don't generally drill near the skates because I don't like to damage the integrity of the glide. So I might leave them for this one rather than drilling that bit, because you're not going to get much. We could take out the back piece here, but I guess we could take a bit out of it. We'll weigh it. If it's below 7, we'll leave it. If we chop it, we think we're going to get that bit extra out of it. So other thing. Right, we took that out. We'll take this one out. Press the opposite corners. These are pretty thick. Here's hoping. You could trim out. You could trim the lip off it, but I'm not gonna, because it sits inside the shell. Armor. Again, we'll bring it down. We'll see what the weight is. Then we'll decide. Post holding up these scroll wheel pillars, but I won't touch that because you don't want to damage your scroll wheel. It takes quite a bit of a beating, so I'll probably leave that there. It's not easy to get to. Okay. Making me work for this extra brown. I think we can trim out this little bar here as well. We're going to trim out this little bar. We'll give it a quick weigh. Probably like 7.5. Hmm, 7.3, getting closer. I think now we're going to go for the I was going to go for the side trim, but Do I want to take any more? Still pretty strong. Flex, but you're not going to notice that. I'm trying to work out the weight if we took it out. Would it bring us to where we want to be? So there's 2 pieces. Is it worth the sacrifice? Half a gram. Alright, we're taking it out. Just trim out this little bit.
Paper cuts don't hurt like this, and I'm so nervous I keep biting my lip. I've been checking my phone, but there's nobody there, 'cause everyone knows that I can't even care unless I'm hearing back from you. If I'm better off without you, then why don't I feel any better? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but then I can put them back together. Why do I try when I won't change my mind? If I'm better off without you, then why don't I feel any better? Why don't I feel any better?
I don't think I get any more out of that base. This is it. The skate will go across the back and cover that. That'll be fine. Won't push in. The skate will be rigid enough to hold it. Done it before. No more left in this base though, this is it. Yeah, I found we took a gram out of it. 6.8, 0.9, 6.7. I'm happy with that. 6.8. I don't think we'll get any more out of it. There's nothing left to draw. That's it. No, we're keeping looking stock. If you took it and stopped it looking stock, you'd easily get it below 50 grams of, I would say, if you took quite a bit of the weight out. So that's the paracord now. Skeleton. Cheers, minion. We have to strip this one down to the bare bones back base to get the most weight out of this one, and keep it looking like just the same weight. Stealth. See, Roccat here, I thought well about the PCB. It's well configured, it's very cramped. There's not much you can take out of the PCB. Same with the base. I think probably trim off this piece there. We're gonna go for the extra bit, you know what I mean? I want it to be 55 grams. Can you tell? I think we can trim this off. Fella. We don't need that screw on. Just chill the weight up. See where it goes. Didn't hear that. I just want to find out. Power cord so high. Roccat. What are you doing? I need to right at the front. Be right up against it. Right, get the hair dry 1 sec. No, my head. Right, time to hairdryer. That might make my mat a bit funny. It's going to have to be tight, huh? I always use a screwdriver just to hold it. Plan on blowing all the bits across. We did. Cable from, this is from Power Cable Mods UK. So, good man. I need to make my own, but I ain't got the time, so he's good. I'll make them. Time consuming. Probably do a video making one. Put it back. Made a few. We're just going to trim that bit off because you don't need it because of this piece. So tight at the front here. Normally you'd have that one at the front of the mouse and this one at the rear, but you don't need two of them on. The weight is. This is done then we'll move on to the. Should I do the G Pro next, or do you want me to do the S2 button and power cord? It rattles a little bit. Very slight anyway. I actually think that was my camera focusing. Voila. Come on, 65. $55. That's what I mean. 65. 56. Okay, live with that. So about 10 grams taken off it. Nice. Cool one. Right, next mouse. Tidy up a few bits. Would you do G Pro or S2? Should we do S2? Something a bit different. Have a switch replacement and power cord, and then we'll do the G Pro last. You know that. Right, save it. Oh, okay. That's right, 10 grams, no visual change. So, keep it looking stock. Oh, gotta put the feet on it. These are nearly a mil thick, but these are quite a bit thick, yeah. I like how they've done the KPU, mate. It's good, man. Roccat thought really well about how to get the weight out of it and keep it looking stock. Very white in it, white on white, bit of black. Nice. Right. That's right, it's in that sweet spot minion we talked about. So few screws left out, not too many screws, and a few bits. Mainly drilling though, you're gonna have to drill it. We couldn't take much out of that really, could we? Put back. And it takes a lot of design to get that shell right. That's a lot of CADing and trimming down the shell and thinning it out and stuff like that. I feel like Razer's done the same with the Viper. Roccat were the first to do it with the KPU. Whereas other manufacturers like Haiti and G-Wolf, and a few other ones I've just drilled them, like Fan and Mouse and stuff. Right, back in a sec. Bit of wall to change material, probably right. Quite simple carbon fibre. Do the S2 in it. The dude doing CF shells. Don't think he gets a working mouse. Few people trying out different materials. Right, little bits now, and we'll move on. How much did the G Pro go down to, little hash? 55. All the buttons with a drill. Keep one side button. Get down to 50 to take up the side buttons out. I'm just finding a cable one. Maybe. Like 60. No, you definitely get it below 60 serenity. 55 with the drilled shell and the left side buttons, and then 50 if you take the left side buttons out as well as the right. Hey Chris, welcome dude. EC2B. What in today? Nope, we're going to do an S2. But I can't find the cable. And a G Pro. Finished today. We've just done the Roccat KPU. Now on to the next. I'm just going to find a cable one sec. $70 without removing holes or drilling stuff. Yeah, you can definitely do that. You do like a standard one, can't you? If you want it to not damage it. You take the button out, all the magnets, stuff like that. Get down to $70. Right. This comes down to what you want to do, right? So you can take some of them out if you want. Like, can't remember. I think I show people on the mod what you can take out without actually having to damage it. Yeah, live for Big Mouse. You can see it on here if you want. Website. Check my website. It's on the main page. You should see it. I think it might be 57 points, but around there, 56, 57. One second, then we'll get going. So we do this S2, and then we're going to do a G Pro to finish stage 2. One paracord. We're going to put Japanese omrons in it as well. Radar one. The one good thing about the Zowie is they only put one screw in the base, so you just take the rear pad off. You can take all your skates off. Right, pull the foot forward a little bit. She opens up. Zowie's always got this extra piece in it. Stop the buttons pushing through, but like going too far in. Don't really see that as an issue, but nice touch. What mouse you're using at the minute? These are super thick, the S2. I've done a resin version of this mod. I'm waiting, trying to get a 3D nylon printed one, but can't get one, so I'm probably just going to have to drill it, try and remove some weight. But probably be like the EC one that I've done. We'll see. That won't be tonight. Hey, Red Green Show, how you doing, man? All is well, sir, yourself? We're going to be trading out the Awano left and right here for Omron. Japanese ones. And choose the Paracord. Could change the switch, Chris. That's what we're going to do. Make it feel less mushy. You mean the side ones that you're making? Is that what you're talking about? These ones. What do you mean the left and right? Yeah, I don't know, the side ones. Tricky, right? These cables pull out. Like that. The thing is, right, if you look inside, you stop against this plate, and on the switch itself, you could trade out the, well, what happened? You trade out the Hoanu switches. What it does is this rolls, instead of pushing down on the switch, which is where it stops pushing, slide over. Like they slide over and push it, which is why they feel mushy, because then they can travel all the way in. So they got that stopper in there, but you still got that movement where it feels mushy because there's no switch force. So that's what makes it difficult to mod it to allow it not to be mushy, right? I'd say it's going to be tricky. The only way they work, right? Because the switches are flat. They go in like that. Can't show you very easily. You see in there? See that? That's how they mount. And then the button pushes inwards, so it rolls over the top, it doesn't press down. Which is why they're mushy. Well, one of the reasons. So it's very difficult because there's no switch at the back stopping it from moving. I mean, one of the tricks could be to mount the switches a different in the opposite rotation, but how easy that is, I don't know. I never tried. So like you could flip the switch over, so the switch actuation was on this side, but it's quite high up there. So you have to raise the switch up. You'd have to raise the switch up to allow the red dot to be reachable to the side press. That would be the only way I'd do it. Put it on like stilts, like a extender on the legs or something. Ain't gonna be easy though, right? I hate this connection on Darwin ones for that reason though. Difficult. Get your cable out. It's so delicate with these. Goodbye cable. I would have done a weight reduction on this one, so let's see what this looks like. One paracord mode. It's going to be a bit quicker because we've already done most of this today. We've already measured it up. Yeah, they don't activate how you expect them to activate, man. That's the difference on these, right? Right, let's get the old iron out and take the switches off. You have to rotate. You have to change the rotation, I think. Yo, ENC, how you doing? Back in a sec. I've got my solder now. What do you think Glorious's next mouse will be? Probably wireless. That's the only place they got to go, right? We've done the Mini D. Done the Mini O. Can't see him bringing another shape out just yet. That's what I hope they'd do. What do you think? Could do is that for this. Tweak it in a little bit. Can't think where else they're going to go. I know we sold about 450C. And we're just going to take out these two blue ones on this. Yeah, agreed, Ninja. Wireless. Wireless, baby. But it's tricky, right? Because they're going to have some technology to be able to do that. Like Razer, Corsair, Logitech. They've all got good wireless tech. Cheaper mice don't have it, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do and how it compares. I always had a bit of extra solder on. Someone told me that once. Good idea. Is it anything like the EC1s? There'll be a pain to get off. Painful. You like. Braid it is, I think. Braid, baby. Right now we've put a power cord on it. We'll just change out the switches for Japanese on runs. Desolder them back on, bit of braid, and then we're going to flick over to a stage 1 G Pro with a stage 2 switch mod as well. We finished the we've just done the Roccat KPU. S2 clone would be good from Glorious. True. I'd prefer Zowie to make it, but yeah. It's their shape, but if they're not, then Glorious would be good to make it. I think they'll make wireless, but if they don't, can't see anyone else buying another shape now. Yeah, maybe they'll get an S2 shape, but the Model O is pretty good with the FK2 shape. So. It's a little bit trickier the Zowie wants to do solder. Didn't Zowie get bought out? Oh, I don't know. Interesting. Surprised if they did. When they're owned by Bank here, aren't they, I guess? Unless they sold them, did they? Haven't followed the news on that though. Maybe painting it off, I can tell already. And I pull the switch. Nope. A bit more desolder. Touch that. Oh, okay. One of the designers, maybe. The OG. The OG's gone. Whoa. Let go, man. Come on. Whatever Zowie did on these PCBs makes them a lot more difficult than most mice to get off. A little bit more heat. What do you reckon the next revolution in gaming mice is going to be? Different material, maybe someone mentioned before? Don't know. Heavy's the new light. so difficult to hold them and try and get it off. I'm set. S2 Mini. Okay, good idea. Good point. That'd be pretty cool. Right, we'll leave him for a minute. Go on to his other brother then, because we're going to play ball. Do you think it'll clone the SZA series? Maybe. It's not as popular, do you think, as the other ones, like the S2 and FK? True, yeah, material. You're right, I think in 2 or 3 years they will all be wireless. You're right. The cable's dying now, with the way tech's going. Pros seem to be happy using wireless. Yeah, these are cool, man. Paracords are great. I still just like not having the cable around though. No matter how light or flexible it is. Still like there, isn't it? Where's the middle one?
Are you ready?
How coded use ZA11 XM1 high and ultralight. Oh yeah. One of the first mods in it, gotta be.
Are you ready?
I was always wondering why companies aren't releasing them. They're starting to now. I asked about a couple of years ago and people were saying it's because of the regulation of the cable shielding, but maybe the smaller companies don't care as much. Or different countries maybe, but oh, that's how he switches, man. Come on. Do you want to come off? We're just going down the hardest switches on Zari PCBs to get off at the minute. They're not going to fall off, that's for sure. G Pro is going to be easier in a bit. Those last words. Fine. What would my mouse be if I could make this shape? Definitely an ambi mouse. Yeah. It's tricky. I don't know really. Because each mouse shape I've tried is a slight compromise. Like the S2 is nice. Do you like the shape of the S2? You try and weight reduce your G Pro. Go for Ninja. Get the video, man. Should be good, man. It's unholy bribe, isn't it? For the follower. Well, the videos are there, mate. Plenty of videos on my channel to do it. So. Let's show me some pictures. This switch, man. Oh. Them was a bit easy to get off. What was that pumpers down on? Perseverance shall win. How far are you going to go with the Ninja? That's the question, mate. Hey, Pepito, how you doing, man? It's not easy to swap it inside PCBs, mate. Quite tricky. They're all customized for that exact base and stuff like that. So a lot of people use the G305 for stuff like that PCB, but you have to customize, or you have to 3D print bases for them, basically. Not want to release this one. Better. Hope so. Now we can get this switch out. Damn. Got chickens too early. I feel it rocking now. Come on. Be able to make what, your own custom my shape? Yeah, I reckon. One day you'll be able to like pick the parts and put them all together. Isn't someone doing that with a mouse? So I've got a mouse in order that does that on their Kickstarter. I remember his name. These have caused me some trauma today. Good enough, man. See, this is no easy task to do. Come on. Thought this would be a quick, easy one. Just to use the chair, yeah, I'm still using it. The van cell, is it? Still using it. It's a little bit creaky now, but not bad. Not bad for a budget one. I fancy it. Fancy a Noble or a DX Racer, but can't get that for the same price, so it's good for its price range, I'd say. I got a 3D printer, man. Look, here's the base that I printed. The adrenalized one. I want to make my own bases, just need a bit more time, so I can print them. I just it's time that's the problem for me at the minute, not the tech. Got all the gear, not the time. Work taking up a lot of time. Come on, switch, man. Ugh, being to me. See, you can see it's coming. Let's put up a fight today. Oof. This one's been tricky. Right one. Lol. I'm getting an Air 58, but I want to install my G Pro internals in it, to be honest. You get 3 or 5 in it. I've been looking to do G Pro ones, but you can print the base, right? As long as you can print your base, you can do it. You can print a new Air 58 base that'll fit the G Pro PCB, you can do it. And then you just got to mess around with all the heights and stuff with the switches, but I cannot hold this PCB one. That Zoe one's always a pain. Put up a hell of a fight. I was shocked when I saw the latest of the XM or Vipers. Shape caused a lot of pain. Okay, should try a different mouse, man, if it's hurting you. Yeah, you gotta find the right shape for your hand, man. Don't want RSI. Yeah, I know. Oh, these have been such a pain. Always seem to be Zoe ones. This has been a long piece of it. Here we go. Maybe this time. Not, let's bring out the little spider machine. I'll put more salt on it. And get off again. Come on. Sometimes give the pins a little push and free them up a bit. I'm not going to play. The EC1 took me something like 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. Whereas normally they're a couple of minutes. And they're not designed to come off. So. It's not hot enough. Tip. Chat crash. Keep repeating the chat, I think. Weird. What's that? What are you making? We're doing it. Zowie S2, just a switch replacement to Japanese on-runs and power cord on it. And then we're going to do another Logitech. We've just done the KPU. Cool. KPU. Weight reduction. These switches have been a bit of a pain tonight on the old Zarek. Trying to get them off. They're fighting. I feel we're winning though. I feel we're winning. Hold it in place. That's the most difficult part. Keeping it secure. There's no easy way to do it. Why I like these little prongs, so I can put pressure on the back of it at the same time. Yes. We'll beat you. Yep, it's more than a few miles. Do you think we should use the ponage custom on my stream this Friday? Rainbow Six stream. Really hates me this switch. Got it in for me this switch. Well, these two have. Both of these have been a pain. I'm sure it's a thicker PCB they use. But the heat can't penetrate all the way through to get the solder on the inside. But it feels like it's taking a lot of effort to take off. The plus side, the PCB is heat resistant. Makes it a bit easier. You can hold it on for longer if you need to. Definitely. Go on the last push. You go. Problema, honey? Come on, God damn it. Middle one. Oh, my day is finally destroyed it in the process, but goodbye. Don't normally take this long. We'll say that on the G Pro later. Need one more to go. It's almost like they need a little bit of solder just to get them, so you can get inside the PCB a little bit. It's quite thick. Might be why these are slightly different. No, the switches don't normally take this long. The Zowie EC1 and this one's been like a challenge. These switches do not surrender fast. Give it a little bit of solder just to see if that can help me pick them off. Maybe I'm getting some elements on the PCB. We will get this last switch. Put it back together and then G Pro. What I've got to do them tonight. I thought I'd show you how it works. Can you make a wireless mouse? Plan to, mate. We're going to make a wireless Model O next week. So I'm going to stream using this adrenaline 3D printed base that I've done for the G305. I'm going to show you how to make one out of a Model O and G305. That's the plan. Coming. Next week I'll put it on schedule and then make sure you don't miss it. I thought it'd make it easier to put a bit of solder on, but I don't think that's helping me. Give me a good stream though. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done one yet. So, a bit of seat of our pants. And then I might do an FK2 as well. If that's any good. We'll do a few. Which one are you thinking of doing? Got patience with these switches, man. Ow. I think it's hot. Right, that's not working. So I'll take the solder back off. I thought maybe I could add a bit more and it'd help it, but it's not, to make it worse, I think. More braided it is. Probably can, Chris. If you can do it, if you can make the base yourself, you can. Definitely can. As you've got a lot of 305s and you've got the tech, you can do it. We'll find out. Because if we can, we'll make a lot. If not, we'll get more into 3D printing. Where's the middle ones, man? Too much pressure. Wherever's always solder there. Switches on. These things are never coming off. There's a life as these in your house. That effort to get these off is ridiculous. As you've seen. Now so getting a load of double messages. I seem to be seeing it. Don't know why. It's crashed maybe. On restream. Out. Right, we can get this out now because driving me insane. You will come off. I will defeat. Yeah, YouTube chat's bugging you, right? It needs to be YouTube only, doesn't it? Buggy. Twitch seems alright. Twitch seems fine. They broke as well. But if the emotes, maybe they'll show up in the stream chat. You mean? I don't know. In the actual video. We restream or something. We're messing around. Come on. Gotta get this switch out. The last one. How tricky these have been. Bane of my life. It's something to do with the solder, the depth into the PCB, I think. They have been my nemesis lately, haven't they? Nightmare. It's like difficult to get off. Ridiculous amount. The cheaper ones, nobody can go. But Zowie ones have been in. Yeah, it is the PCB, mate, I think. Absorbs the heat more, I think. I think so. Keeps the solder in, so it makes it difficult. To get down inside the gap, like the hole, to get the solder, to heat it up, to be able to switch to come off. So, hence I'm putting a bit of solder back in here and there. See if we can get it to. It's wiggle out. Wiggle. It's be a 2-minute job. Wrong. That was some helping hands, indeed, Teddy. I'm about to bust out the spider, mate. Definitely see him moving. We'll leave it a minute, but I think it is coming now. A little extra bit of solder. If I stick as a Model D, it's a beast, isn't it? The PCB. The EC1 was the same. I had to do like 5 on that, or 7, 5 maybe, I think. It was ridiculous. Took ages. Go. Now a little bit extra solder's helping it. Allows the iron to heat the solder up inside the PCB. Come in, boys. Beat you. I can beat you, Switch. Oh, sweating after these switches. It better be worth it. Leave that for a minute. Hot! We're good though, we're close now. You can see them. Doesn't help when your hands are sensitive to heat. We're right there. Look at it, it's coming off. Oh, what's that been, about 25 minutes again? Maybe next time I'll remember to leave a little bit of solder on these. Not. G-Pro's gonna be much easier. Like a breeze compared. Holy moly. It's been tricky, man. In the PCB now. Blue tack on it. With my materials. Graphene ones will eventually replace iron ones. Do you reckon they'll be lighter, graphene? The middle one hates me. Yes, finally. Yes. Oh, what effort. Right, we get an alcoholic white blue in this PCB up. From a tip getting loose. Long. 1 sec. Told you won't beat me. Have a mess up. Literally melted the plastic away. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, right? Might try that next time, though. Might try that next time. Might just chop the top of it up and pull the pins out. Be easier. Clean all this blue tack. One square meter of graphene weighs 0.7 milligrams. It'd be pretty cool if they make extra light batteries, isn't it? Make cars lighter as well, I think you can do that. Right, put the switches in. And these ones face inwards, so we're putting in the Japanese on-roll. I realised someone talking about the other day, there's a little marker on the PCB showing which way around the button goes. Like, ooh, that's cool. Graphene mice, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Plus that, a little bit of solder in there now. If it's easy. What's the difference between Japanese on-ROMs and Khalifa Reds? Not sure yet. We're about to do a video comparing them though, so we'll soon find out. The only ones I've compared are Japanese on-ROM 20 million versus the 20 million Chinese on-ROMs, and Khalifa Reds, TTC Golds, and the stock 50 million. But I'm about to do a video comparing everything on one PCB, so it makes it a bit easier. It's been horrendous to get in and out. So the I'm gonna do one on the ROG board. I've got all the switches now. Just got to do the tests, and then it'll be pretty sweet. We'll be able to tell the differences then. Plant. Don't like the Zowie PCBs one, it's difficult to solder onto. One of them's been easy. There you go. First one in play, finally. That's been painful. This is easier said than done now. Out. Okay. Normally we can get all the solder out. Might just try that. Kale, probably, mate. I was calling Khalid, but everyone has their own way of pronouncing it. It's too late now. I've already got that in my head. I'm trying to get the solder out of here now. Fine anyway. These have been painfully difficult. The middle ones are out of paint, I don't know why. Always seems to be the middle ones. Give me the problem, the middle pen. See? Do you know the difference between the pale reds? Do you notice the difference between the kale reds, which is pretty big? I got a batch of 10. I've not noticed any difference in the pressure of them, dude, to be fair. Sorry, mate. Out of focus, sorry. There we go. Good call, thank you. Didn't miss much. Right, try again. You have not noticed any difference in batches of switches for different pressures with that? I think it is the heat, right? It is the thickness of the PCB. Definitely what's stopping it here. Chat is bugging today. Thomas, how you doing, man? On YouTube, it seems to be. We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer, and Twitter as well. Periscope. Coming from Facebook. I'll turn it off. Just make sure I've got the message. That's all chat's doing. Yes. 2 Japanese on-ROMs installed finally. Oh. They were painful today. soldering is done, people. Well, for this one anyway, we've got to do the G Pro in a minute. Oh. You're good, you wait for payday, so you can go through. I got the 502 nice. Nice. How do I manage to get 70 mice? I just buy them, mate. That's it. Buy them. Right, let's piece this back together. Or some people want them modded. Generally buy them. The newer stuff. Ninja, I think, for a long time, roughly my 380 million. Oh my god. Or $380, sorry, for a 10 square. A little bit pricey. But that was a billion. Still expensive. Right, put some back together and then let's rock and roll for G Pro modding one. Do companies never send them to you, Bob? Not very often, mate. Now and again. Not really, though. I asked for them to do. Razor have sent me one or two. Razor sent me the Ultimate. Model O sent me a Model O. Gloria sent me a Model O. I think that's it. Swedish company that's done the M4 sent me one as well, which I haven't reviewed yet. And Roccat sent me one as well. Sent me two actually, Roccat. That's it. Oh, and Zowie sent me some. Sent me some near the EC1, EC3, EC1, EC2s. But I have to ask for everyone of them generally. XC5, that's the one. Thanks, XC5. Looks good, man. I need to try it out. And trying to get the Viper out in a few others, so I am going to test it. You're all going into the stats, right? I want to list them all. One of the problems with the Zauhe that rubs on the wheel. The blue one's cool. I've got a blue one and I've got a retro one. It's like a cream, I think it is. It's like a Commodore. Cut this pin up. I don't know why. I did the NES, yeah, that's right. I agree on that. A little pin in the front. But I've taken that. I'm going to take out the other one. It gets in the way. Take out the PCB and do it properly. Cooler Master actually sent the MM710 as well. I remember. Quite a few. Most of them I buy them. Like I bought a Model D minus. I bought Mirror S. I bought Onish Custom. Bought some other ones. Can't remember now. Yeah, I'm just not that well-known minion, that's why, mate. So if they give me one, like other people have got like a lot more followers, so I expect that's why. We'll get more sales than from me. You're not all scared about the test ID, mate. Test them properly, generally. find all the weaknesses. Side buttons are meh. Yeah, I don't mind them. I mean, I haven't found a mouse that has really good side buttons yet, to be fair. Yep, 3D printing. That's 3D printed base there. I've done. Journalize. Going to do a Model O G305 hybrid. So I've got a 3D printer. Just time, Thomas. That's it. As I would. That's right, Ninja. I'm just going to cut it up to pieces, but they don't like me touching them. Roccat did encourage me to cut theirs up, to be fair. Model O scroll wheel sucks. Yeah. Zoe's probably got the most sucky scroll wheel if any of them have it. We could fault one mouse for a scroll wheel, it'd be Zoe. But I guess it doesn't break like a final mouse, right? There we go. Now it scrolls properly. Yeah, voila, finally. There's always some compromise in mice. A lot of people sent me mice pads, to be fair. I just haven't got around to doing them yet. I've also bought a lot. I generally buy most of my stuff. I never get around to reviewing it. Bought all the keyboards I've got. Which is a lot. Bit quiet, the Japanese one, right? Right one's not working though. Why are you not working? You get used to I just think you get used to side buttons, right? Like they're not ideal, but you don't use them as much as you would use other ones. Like the mains. They're also a bit difficult to kind of get the right mechanism. There we go. The one problem with one screw, it can be a little bit more difficult to get it to bite and to pull the shell together. Which is why they use clips at the front, but yeah. A little bit weak at the front. This front corner. Is it just lifted? Why? It was so close your shells only put them back. What's stopping it? Really irritates me, the scroll wheel on there, sorry. Falling out, it's probably this. Popping up. So when you put it back together, be careful. Look. Sides are all in. The enemy of the Sari S2 tonight, I think. Like the 502 side buttons are snappy. Yeah, not bad. One of the reasons why I don't like the front clip. See, it's just picking off. Yeah. Pretty flush. And you know why? A bit of left there's caused a problem. Hello, Thomas. What's up? Well, YouTube's chat's bugging out big time, isn't it? Really, melee. Well, I'm trying to make this RES 2 fit back together. Does no one want to play ball? There's a little bit of grit down the side of it. Hello, hello, hello. This might be a quick job this hour, it's not working out that way, is it? A little bit. Something to do with the fitting of the shell. I might like clip back in so it's lifting up its corner. Yeah, chat's buggy, Thomas. It's been buggy for a bit. That I don't know what's going on with it. See our YouTube chat. Go to Twitch. Okay, why? Annoying me the fit. I not even modded this one, it doesn't fit back together. Mate. Well, I have modded it, but not the shell. The hook at the front doesn't want to play. I think what's happening is the trim here is too long, it's a little bit. Trim a bit off it. Pushing it out. There you go. Slightly annoying. It shouldn't do that. Right, back together properly. Bane of my life. first connected, right? What do you think there? Hello, Bob. Got a Death Adder 2013 for £8. Gonna mod it. Nice. Let me know where you can get it, man. £8's a good price. Meanwhile, I'm still struggling to put this thing back together. Zowie hates me. If it's Paracord, you always got to watch out. I've done a few of these. None of them had this issue. Right, we're good now. Finally. Cool. Right. G Pro Wireless it is next then, people. The bug in that chat. What? Chat bug man. Oh, escape back on it. Might actually re-glue this one. We're doing. Let's do them. We've done the Roccat Kone Ultra and a Zowie S2 today. That Kone's pure light, man. Now we're going to do another G Pro, so give me a sec. You love hunting cheap mice now. I was looking for a few on eBay as well, see what I can pick up. It was good to get a good bargain. Okay. No, no. Looks good.
When you finish.
Back in a sec. Yeah. Cool.
That was for Rona.
Yeah. Right. G Pro time. Give me a second. Not ready to check out a website. So we were doing a weight reduction stage 1, battery mod, and some Khalif red switches, Kale red switches.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
Plan. Hopefully the chat sorts itself out. Definitely spamming pure. He bought like 6 G Pro wireless mods. I mean, many on Amazon, is there, you reckon? On Amazon, eBay, one. Wow, chat's super bugged and slow, isn't it? On YouTube. Right, let's get these feet off. Well, actually, first off, let's weigh it up, see what we're going to start with. Should get down to about 60. You haven't seen a way to get careful when you take these off because they do split like that. It's like splitting them rippled. So they're a bit tricky, the G Pro feet. We stop and start